Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Chad from beardedhops.com. If you haven't been to the website, go check it out. beardedhops.com. You'll be able to find all the information on the regular podcasts that Adam and I do, as well as links to all our social media locations. All the podcasts, whether regular length or quick review or Friday morning beer review, are all there. If you haven't done so, if you like these videos, see that little button down below? I don't know if it's on this side or this side, one of these two sides. That subscribe button, give us a subscription. We'd love to show you our videos every time they come out. Come check us out, watch and laugh along and drink along with us. Today, I have a 2018 release from Dogfish Head Brewery in Delaware. This is a new take on their, I guess I could kind of call it a classic at this point. This is the wood-aged Bitches Brew. This is based on the Miles Davis Bitches Brew that's been out since 2010. I think they release it once a year since 2010. This one's just a little bit different. Same artwork. Still have Miles Davis on the label there, and we'll go over that here in just a second. But this is the 2018 release of Bitches Brew Wood Aged, and we'll talk about that in just a second. Let me go ahead and get it cracked open and poured. I'm not going to give you a full review start to finish on the beer. That's what the regular podcast is for. I'm just going to take the first few sips and give you an initial impression. I will check it in on Untappd after I'm done drinking it today. So if you're curious to know what I rate this beer at the end, go check out Untappd. Find me at Chadillac907. Send me a friend request. Be happy to drink with you. This is Imperial Stout. It's brewed with honey. I'll tell you about the bottle, the label, the beer itself, and a little bit about the brewery after I get it poured. All right, so I didn't quite get the whole glass in there. There's about a sip left in the bottom. So we've got a full tulip glass. The recommended glassware for this is a snifter or a red wine glass. This is a tulip glass, but it has the same bowl shape as a snifter with just a little bit of a lip here at the top. So I don't have a snifter. Actually, I will be getting one here in a couple weeks. We're going to an anniversary party over at Three Sheeps, and I did order a snifter. So I will have one here shortly. But in the meantime, the tulip glass will suffice just fine. We had about an 1.5 inch head on the top of this one. Nice, tightly packed small bubbles, a few, I guess, medium-sized bubbles on the top, down to about 3/4 of an inch. I'll be able to knock the rest of this bottle out. Full 12 ounces in the tulip. Chocolate, vanilla, probably a little bit of coffee in there. Not a really, really strong aroma off of the head. There's definitely notes of chocolate and vanilla, a little bit of roasted coffee. Nothing else to do now but taste it. Boy, that has a wonderful trail of flavors. Starts off sweet with chocolate and vanilla flavors. Excellent mouthfeel, not too effervescent. Kind of just coats your mouth and then falls away with a coffee finish. And actually, after you let it sit, you can still feel it tingling on my tongue there. A little bit of chocolate comes back around after the coffee flavor goes away. That's really, really good. Man, I wish I have not had the original Miles Davis Bitches Brew, so I can't compare it to that one. This one, brewed with some honey, gives it that upfront sweetness to it. There isn't a honey flavor to it. It's just a sweet coffee, chocolate, vanilla flavor. Like the Hop Slam, that's an IPA brewed with honey. You can definitely taste the honey in that one. This one being brewed with honey doesn't have a honey flavor. It just has a nice mild sweetness. Very dark in color. No light gets through, as an Imperial Stout should be. Let's see. Do a little swirl here, see what the lacing looks like. Falls away fairly quickly, but the head comes back to about 1/4 inch, maybe 3/16 of an inch after a little swirl. And the aromas are a little bit stronger too after giving a swirl. So the bottle, brown long neck. I wouldn't call this a traditional long neck because it has a little bit more of a curved portion to it there. So it's not a straight up and down or like a bulb and then a straight up and down neck portion to it. They've got their Dogfish Head logo molded into the glass. And then the label itself, as I said, this is Miles Davis's album cover from his album Bitches Brew back in the 1970s, I think it was. And they've changed the label from Miles Davis Bitches Brew to Wood Aged Bitches Brew. Awesome label. I'll probably keep this one just because I like that label. On the side, just give Dogfish Heads information, their phone number, website, Milton, Delaware. The other side, Dogfish Head Stout brewed with honey, and then the government warning. Very simple label, but very cool nonetheless. I'll wash that one out and put it on my beer shelf. So if we go over to the website, to Dogfish Head's website, this is a 9% ABV beer and has an IBU rating of 38. It's not bitter by any means. It's definitely on the sweet side of the brew. The malts come through very nicely with this. There isn't any specific malt or hop information given on this. So if we look at the description on their website, it's a take on the classic Miles Davis Bitches Brew. This is wood aged. Gives the same bold, dark imperial stout that you've come to know and love. This one features 3 threads of imperial stout aged on oak and 1 thread of Tej, T-E-J, Tej, a native African honey beer, and then it's aged on palo tanks. The result is a roasty brew chock full of aromas of vanilla, licorice, and chocolate, and you'll find sweet notes of roast coffee with every sip. Slightly dry mouthfeel, mild bitterness that makes it a perfect sipper. I didn't get any licorice flavor, but all the other flavors listed there do come through. Slightly bitter, more sweet than bitter, being 9%. Great afternoon sipper. Could definitely drink it faster as, say, the 120 IPA, which is more barley wine than IPA, but that is definitely a sipper. This one, yeah, I'll just drink it and enjoy it. It's good to sip or good to just drink away. Let's see, let's finish out the webpage here. Color is dark brown to black and opaque. Aroma is roasty, smoky, malty, vanilla, licorice, chocolate, and wood. Flavor, sweet roast coffee and chocolate. Mouthfeel, slightly dry, warming with mild bitterness. Available year-round this year. So it's a 2018 release. Just came out. Will be available all year long. I'll give this initial rating of 4. This is excellent. I really, really like this. Excellent flavor, excellent mouthfeel, washes away nicely. As I take that 3rd or 4th sip there, the coffee notes get a little bit stronger, but not bad at all. I don't think that anyone would say they don't like coffee flavored beers, would not like this one. I won't say that is what I mean. I think you will, because the coffee flavors are subtle enough and nicely balanced with chocolate, vanilla, and honey beer that this is brewed with. So very nice, very nice. Initial rating of 4, and let's go to Untappd and Beer Advocate sites to see what the rest of the world thinks. On Untappd, there are 9,524 total check-ins at this point, 8,849 unique, added on January 19, 2018, average rating 3.91. Beer Advocate has 98 ratings, a very, very close score, similar score of 4.02. I'm right with everybody on this one. Sometimes I'm right with everybody, sometimes I'm way off. I did one the other day that I didn't really care for. The rest of the world really liked it. Hey, that's the fun and excitement of tasting beer, especially ones that I've had for the first time. All the information is on the internet about Dogfish Head. They're in Delaware. They do some great beers. Sam seems like a great guy. He's got such an explosive mind of where to take beer and flavors to add. Just some really, really unique brews that he's doing over there. So go check them out. Dogfish.com. Awesome. Really like it. Hey, if you guys like this quick review, go check out our regular podcast. We try to launch one of those once a week where we talk about the beer in depth from start to finish, give it our full rating, dive into the brewery. Might talk about a little bit of beer news along the way if there's anything major happening in the world of beer. Go check that out, beardhops.com. In the meantime, I'm going to enjoy the rest of this awesome beer. Until next time, I will say cheers. See ya later. Son of a bitch. That's good. Good. I go jam out to some Miles Davis here in a minute. I haven't listened to that for a long time.